Hi there. The world feels crazy right now. It's March 2020, and panic, anxiety, fear is up. And it might be for you. It's hard to look at any kind of news, any kind of social media, listen to any friends or family without getting triggered. It doesn't matter where you look, it's easy to get triggered. So, between COVID-19, the political climate, the economy, things going on in the environment, uh, the last thing I want to do is be triggering for you by talking about things. And that's not really where I'm going, that's not my intent, but it's to really acknowledge that there are so many things right now that are going on that can be very triggering. And when we get triggered, what happens is cortisol, the stress hormone, goes up. And that's, when we can tell when we're feeling anxious and panicky, cortisol is generally very high. And the problem with that is that cortisol actually drains blood from the thinking part of the brain. And that makes it very hard to think clearly. It makes it very hard to make good decisions at the time when we need to make good decisions. And so, to acknowledge that if you're getting triggered, it might be harder for you right now to think clearly, to make good decisions. And that's why today I'm bringing you an EFT tapping session to help to reduce some of the fear and anxiety so that you can think more clearly, so that you can feel more peace and calm, and so that you can actually boost your immunity as well. EFT tapping has been clinically shown to actually increase immunity. So the way this happens is that EFT can increase immunoglobulins. And immunoglobulins are these little molecules that are found in the membranes, for example, in our mouth. And this helps to boost immunity. Dawson Church, who is my teacher and who I assist at the EFT trainings at the Omega Center every year, he's done a lot of research into immunity and tapping and the things that really can boost our immunity. So what has been found is that positivity boosts immunity. Laughter boosts immunity. The more that we can bring ourselves into a really the happiest we can be, the calmest we can be, the better off we're going to be when it comes to immunity. And conversely, when we're feeling negative and anxious, our immunity actually goes down. And so EFT is a tool that you can use by yourself. You can work with a practitioner to get to some deeper issues, but it's a tool that you can have at your fingertips right now in this moment to help you boost your immunity, bring your nervous system from a place of fear on the fight or flight side to a place of calm and relaxation, and to help bring, blood back to the thinking part of your brain so you can think more clearly. So all of this from EFT tapping. And so I'll bring you through a round of tapping. And if you're not familiar with EFT tapping, if this is new to you, you can visit my website at marianbuckmurray.com. And on my website, under helpful videos, you'll find a tapping video that will show you how to use tapping. Also, under services, you'll find a diagram of all the EFT tapping points along with instructions on how to use it. So familiarize yourself with tapping, and when you're ready, we can begin. Now understand that this is not to take the place of any kind of medical help that you may be receiving. It's just a tool that you can try. It's very safe, and it's a tool that even a couple, for example, just tapping on the side of your hand and breathing deeply will begin to calm your nervous system so that you can feel a little more relaxed. Okay, so this is a tool to help and to benefit you. If you like this kind of video and you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, you can subscribe, and thank you. And also, if you'd like to be notified of videos, I put them up about once a week. You can click the little bell, and if you like it, please like it. And also, if you know of somebody who would be helped by this video, please share it with them. All right. We all need to help each other right now, feel as good as we can feel, and just keep that centered place so that we can move through this together. Okay? Because we're all in this, and we all need to assist each other. Okay? So to start tapping for the purpose of this round, in EFT tapping, it's good to have a target. And so when we use the tapping and we bring up the target, which would be the feeling that doesn't feel good in this case, it helps to begin to reduce the intensity of it. And so the way this is going to work is that I will tap through the points, I'll say some phrases, and you can either say them after me or follow along and just receive. Okay? So to start, bring to mind something that is somewhat triggering to you right now. Not something that's overwhelmingly triggering, but just something that is, that feels triggering right now. That's making me feel anxious and maybe a little bit of panic there, okay? So not something that's overwhelming, but something that really does feel triggering. And bring it to mind. And notice how you feel it in your body. Do you feel it anywhere in your body? Do you feel it in your head? Where do you feel it? If it has an intensity, you might want to give it a number from 0 to 10, 10 being the most intense. And if it has a shape or a color, the goal here is to notice what the feeling feels like in your body and give it any kind of characteristics, because when we're done tapping, we're going to look at it again and see if anything's changed. Okay, so bring that to mind and take a nice deep breath and start tapping on the side of your hand, breathing deeply, tuning in to that place of anxiety. Even though I feel this anxiety, I accept myself and how I feel. So even though it's so easy to get triggered right now with everything going on, and it's hard not to look at what might really happen, I accept myself and how I feel. So much fear and anxiety, so much panic everywhere I look. It's hard not to take that on. And even though I might be taking that on more than I want, even though it's so easy to get triggered right now and feel panicked and anxious, I accept myself and all of my feelings. And I'm willing to let some of them go. Go up to the eyebrow. I'd like to feel peaceful and calm. Side of the eye. And maybe that's impossible. Under the eye. It certainly feels impossible sometimes. Under the nose. Especially when I'm reading all about it. Chin. Especially when I'm imagining the worst. Collarbone. I feel panicked and anxious. Under the arms. But what if I could let some of this go? Top of the head. What if I could bring myself back to center? Eyebrow. What if I could bring all my attention back to my center? Side of the eye. Helping my nervous system relax. Under the eye. So that I can think more clearly. Under the nose. So that I can boost my immunity. Chin point. So that I can feel calm and relaxed. Collarbone. I want all of this. Under the arms, even though there's this anxiety. Top of the head. I can bring myself back to center. Eyebrow. I can turn off the information. Side of the eye. I can take healthy precautions. Under the eye. I can do things that boost my immunity. Under the nose. Like what I'm doing right now. Chin point. I want to keep myself healthy. Collarbone. And calm. Under the arms. Peaceful. Top of the head. And balanced. Eyebrow. I can come back here. Side of the eye. Again and again. Under the eye. When I get triggered. Under the nose. I can tap. Chin point. I can release anxiety. Collarbone. I can calm my nervous system. Under the arms. And boost my immunity. Top of the head. And think as clearly as I can think. Okay. Now take a nice deep breath. And just tune in. And tune in to the feeling that you felt at the beginning of this session. And just notice how it feels. What's going on for you right now? How does your body feel? What happened to that anxiety or whatever the feeling was? And know that when you tap on something that feels uncomfortable, by tuning in, even if it isn't completely gone, you can keep tapping to help it diminish even more. Okay? So if you want to use tapping on your own, I recommend that you don't use it for really deep traumatic issues by yourself, because it's hard to navigate tapping when it comes to things like that. But when you're feeling triggered and you feel kind of stress or anxiety amping up, you can use tapping. And just tapping on the side of the hand while breathing deeply, that will help your nervous system calm down. If you have a private space, you can tap around all the points while tuning in to the feeling that feels uncomfortable. Try it out and use it maybe more than you would ever use it before, because it's an immune booster, and who doesn't need that right now? So share this with somebody who might benefit from it. And if you would like one-on-one guidance in using EFT tapping, you can reach out to me at my website at marianbuckmurray.com. Thank you for watching, and stay healthy. Goodbye for now.